Let's see. Tell me it, because I don't have it right in front of me. Tell me what you are proposing an ordinance repealing. Go ahead.
I am proposing an ordinance repealing the sagging pants ban.
LeVette.
I know.
Of all the things we have to worry about in our city right now, we want to focus on repealing the sagging britches measure? What on earth have you been drinking?
Just coffee.
Is this a serious problem we need to tackle right now?
Actually, I think this is one that we can just do away with and then it's gone. It's one that we really just shouldn't have been on the books in the first place. And
tell me why.
Why not now?
I don't mean to, I apologize for interrupting. Tell me why.
Well, first of all, it is infringing upon constitutional rights to freedom of expression. It is a little overreachy for that very reason. Like the government is trying to legislate how people express themselves through their clothing. And then the next thing about it is it's a very specific subculture that we're targeting with that. And we don't try to legislate the decency or sartorial choices of anybody else.
I get the freedom of expression stuff. I do get that. I understand that. But is it a problem? Are police stopping people because they're sagging their britches? Are they writing tickets?
I don't think that they're writing the tickets often, but they are using it as an opportunity to they're using it as probable cause to detain people to check for other things.
Got any numbers?
Let's see. There were 726 charges for wearing pants below the waistline for 707 individual incidents. Of those incidents, 217 included additional charges, but I couldn't give you the specifics on that. What I can say is that, okay, and this is from the chief. Another important point to make is that these are just the incidents where people were actually charged with wearing pants below the waistline, and it doesn't count incidents where a person may have been stopped for the violation but ultimately charged with something else.
Are all these, or 99% of these, African-American males?
I don't have a hard number on that, but I would hazard to say yes.
So out of, say, 700...
I want to tell you why.
Okay.
Hang on just a second. Out of 700 and some odd, 700 and some odd stopped. 200 and some odd had warrants out against them. So
there were other charges in addition. They ended up being other charges in addition to the sagging pants.
So there are those who would say, well, that takes a lot of bad people off the street, right?
The thing is, if you can say, right, like, okay, if I can look at how a person dresses and I can make certain assumptions about them, if my assumptions are valid, they're probably going to act on those other things. So I don't need to have to use that one thing as a way to detain them. There's going to be something else.
My issue, LeVette, is this, and we started out with it. We have so many other things we need to iron out right now. Mm-hmm. Why are you honing in on this now?
Well, and I don't want to exploit the pain of a family, but last week during our meeting, we had several people come forward to say that they felt like we needed citizens' oversight of the police department. During this discussion, which was because of one case where it's an officer-involved shooting, where people want there to be a further investigation of what happened to Mr. Anthony Childs, right?
Mm-hmm.
In Moortown back in February. Well, what has come to my attention through the meeting was the original reason he was detained was because of sagging pants. And I went ahead and did a little research, and it did come up in the articles that I found online to confirm, the original reason he was stopped was sagging pants. Now, I hadn't even remembered that this ordinance was on the book.
Right.
But then I remember, and I did my research, I went back to 2007. The city implemented this ban in 2007. And I've spoken with some of my colleagues, including Councilman Green, who was on the council at the time. And the feeling was that we were fed up with seeing young black men look terrible on the streets with their pants hanging below their underwear. It was ugly. People were tired of seeing it. It's just disrespectful. But there ended up being unintended consequences of trying to make people do what we want them to do.
LeVette, you have people that are going to scream at the radio right now saying, "But I don't want to see anyone's underwear. I don't want either." And I'm going to start a trend, and let's see if this would be okay. I'm going to start wearing my shirt and tying it below my bra, so my bra is showing.
People are kind of doing that already, and that's the thing, is we're not legislating that.
I understand that.
I see young women wearing short shorts that don't leave anything to the imagination and let some of the imagination hang below the short shorts, and we're not legislating that. Now, we already have laws for indecency for if we're seeing the crack of your derriere, your tuchus. If I'm seeing the crack of your booty, I can cite you for public indecency.
Okay.
Nobody needs to be running around naked. The only people who are federally protected for having any part of their body out like that is a nursing mother. There are federal laws to keep you from telling a nursing mother to put her boob back in her bra.
So what's your time frame on this? You're going to bring it up at the next meeting? What do you think?
The legislation has been drafted. It will be first read for this Friday to be put on the agenda for a second and final read on Tuesday.
You have the votes to pass it?
Huh? I think I do. I've talked to all of my colleagues, and for the most part, they understand where I'm coming from with it.
Can I ask you a dumb question that I asked my son?
Like.
I asked my son this the other day. We were driving by a gentleman who had his pants. They were literally down below his butt, okay? Mm-hmm. And his full underwear were showing. Mm-hmm. How can that possibly be comfortable?
You know, I ask these questions myself, Aaron. And I'm not doing this because I think that this is a smart fashion choice. I'm not doing this because it's something that I actually want to do or see myself. I'm doing it because I believe that this is an overreaching piece of legislation, that we were a national embarrassment when we did it in the first place. And there is no other subculture of people who we are using laws to stop the way that they dress.
Okay. I just got a text about you. You want to hear it? You're going to be really happy about this. Please stop putting a socialist on the air. You were a Republican 2 weeks ago, right?
I was a Republican 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Actually, that's what's so funny is this is probably about as far to the right as you can get as far as government overreach.
Yeah.
I would say you're going libertarian on us this morning, wouldn't you?
Maybe so.
Wow.
A lot more libertarian than socialists. Socialists actually want to control how you dress. Socialists want to tell you exactly how you should dress and how you should feel about how you're dressing, and so they take away any opportunity you have to have an individual thought and to have like the freedom to just put on your clothes and walk down the street.
LeVette Fuller, Shreveport City Councilwoman. Thanks for your time.
Thank you. Have a good one.